prepared for my friend's wedding, and I just spent all morning laying by the pool and relaxing, and now I came back to my hotel room. I just took a shower and I'm gonna do my makeup now for my friend's wedding festivities. So I'm just gonna start my getting ready process. And I figured I would just show you all the fun products I'm gonna use for my makeup, just in case you were curious. So the first thing I'm gonna use is this Dior Air Flash. And it's a foundation, it's a spray foundation, and the color is 300, which is my color. It looks really messy just because I've used it a lot, but it's like an aerosol spray can. So basically what you do is you get a foundation brush, and the one that I use is a Bobbi Brown Full Coverage Face. And this I really only use for foundation, this one in particular. So you just shake this up and just spray it a few times. You don't really need that much. A little goes a long way. And then you just kind of apply it to where you need coverage. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my concealer, which is a bit lighter than my actual foundation. So this is a Chanel concealer. I'm trying to figure out which kind this is. This is, I'm gonna say this very incorrectly. It's Le Correcteur de Chanel concealer, and it's color 10 beige. It's super small. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus in on that or not, but I'll list it in the comments. But this I just use a little of, and sometimes during the day I'll just use this instead of foundation. And I just use it under my eyes because I am extremely tired. I'll do it a little bit around my nose, and I don't know if I really need it anywhere else. I think I'll start off with that. And sometimes I use my fingers, but other times I'll use this Dior brush. I think it's also a foundation brush. It's number 11, and it feels really nice on your skin. So I just kind of like tap it in. Okay, so that is done. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, I think I'll probably do my eyebrows now. So I use a couple of different products, but the only one that I actually brought is this MAC eyebrow pencil. It's very old, I've had it forever. It's color taupe. It's the Luxe Brow Liner, and it just has like the spoolie on the end and then the pencil on the other end. And I just brush out my brows. And my eyebrows are very uneven, so I have to kind of like do them differently. All right, so next I am going to put on some bronzers. I'm just gonna use the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. And I know this one's pretty popular, a lot of people like it. It's a bronze universal color, so I think this is the type of product that looks pretty good on many skin tones. And then I'm gonna use the brush that actually you can buy with it, but it's like they go together. For this, I just kind of go around my cheeks, and then I'm just gonna put it across my jawline. And then I'm gonna get just like the sides of my forehead. And then, let's see, the next thing I'm gonna do is my eyeshadow. So the one I'm gonna use is called the Legendary Muse. It's by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is actually one of the eyeshadow palettes that my friend, the same friend that recommended the foundation, gave me. But if you take a look at the colors, they're really pretty. And I normally don't wear eyeshadow just because of my eye shape. I feel like sometimes, just because I don't have like a particularly angular face, if I put on eyeshadow, it just looks really, like it looks more dramatic than it is. So I'll normally put on just like a very sheer eyeshadow just for like a little bit of color. But this palette I really like because it looks very natural. So the first one I'm gonna go in with is number 1, which is this color here. It's the one that I've used the most of, but it's kind of like a copper pink color. And I'm gonna use this brush. I think the brand is called Sigma. I got it at Nordstrom. And it's the blending brush E25. So if you can take a look at the brush, it's more of like that eyeshadow brush type of thing. So I just put like a little bit on here. And then I just kind of put it all over my eye, like the bulb of the eye. All right, so I think the eyes are pretty even. Okay, and then the next color I'm gonna go in with is number 4. And it's, wait, let me double check. Yeah, it's this one. It's like a little bit more brown or like a taupey color. And this one I use to kind of like build a little bit of shape. So let me see if I can do it in my phone. I just go down at the very bottom by like the end of the eye. And then I kind of do like a V shape. And it looks a little crazy right now, but I'm gonna buff it out so it like blends in a little bit better. Okay, and then the next one I'm gonna use is number 3, which is this really pretty gold color. And I actually don't use a brush for this, so I'll just use my middle finger and kind of like get some of that product on. And it's really sheer, as you can see. And then I just put it like on the middle of the eye for like a little pop of color. It just helps to add a little bit more dimension, I think. See? Can you see that? Okay, eyeshadow is done. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is eyeliner. So, my favorite eyeliner that I found, someone at Sephora recommended it to me and I'm obsessed, is this Marc Jacobs liquid liner. It is the liquid gel eyeliner in color Black Core, I think is how you say it. But I'm gonna do a cat eye, and I normally start with the flick and then I build in from the outside in. So I tried to match where my eye ends and the end of my eyebrow to figure out like what direction to go, and that's how I make sure it's like even on both sides. So I'll try to like do it for the camera so you can see. But I start at the corner and then I just bring it up. So I start with that flick, and then about halfway through, I just kind of bring it in. Okay, so eyeliner is now done. All right, and then the next thing that I use is the Dior Show Maximizer 3D. It's like a lash primer. And I used to never use lash primer, but then once I started using this, it made a big difference. So now I do it all the time. And it's just this product that's like a little bit of a whitish color. And you just put like one coat of it on. So what I'm gonna use for my actual mascara is this Lancome waterproof one. It's called Monsieur Big. And it is, oh my God, the text is so small. I don't know, I think it's just the blackest color, but this is what it looks like. And it gives you pretty good volume too. Okay, and then one of the last things is blush. I love blush. I am using the NARS Orgasm color. It looks super pink, but it doesn't go on like that color. It looks a little bit different. And then this brush, this is super old. I think this is from the Body Shop, but you can just really use any blush brush. So I just tap it a little bit. Like I don't put too much on. And then I just sort of dab it onto my cheekbones, and I kind of bring it out too. Now the very last step, which I'll probably have to redo once I'm like done getting ready again, is lip. So one of my favorite products is this Dior lip liner. It's a universal lip liner, And I remember I was at the Dior counter and I just needed a lip liner for this lip color that I was using. And they were recommending that I actually get this universal one just because I don't really wear makeup day to day. Like I'll pretty much just go barefaced to work and throughout the day. And I really only wear makeup if I have like an event or I'm going to dinner or like something like that. And so I don't want to just accumulate like a bunch of different lip colors and lip liners just because I think it just ends up being kind of a waste and they are kind of expensive. So instead I wanted to get this, which if you take a look, it almost just looks like a chapstick consistency. And on the other side is a applicator brush. But this you can use with any color and you don't have to be super precious with it. Like I'll line where I want the lip color to stop. And then you can like fill in your actual lip to get the lip color to stick. And it's got kind of like a tacky texture. So like anytime you put lipstick on top of this, it really does stay. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm not like being like super careful. You can just kind of like put it anywhere because it goes on clear. And then the color that I'm gonna use is Dior Addict. It's a liqueur stick, number 320 Nude Wave. Okay, so that should be good for now. All right, there's the finished look. So now I just have to do my hair and get dressed, and then I'm gonna go and have a great time at my friend's wedding. I will link, or maybe not link, I'll list all the products down in the comments below.